Hi, and welcome to my channel. Or if you're a returning subscriber, hi again! I'm Tess Lark, and this is an art and beauty channel, so if those are videos you're interested in, make sure you subscribe because I'm here for you every single week. And this week, I'm going to show you how to make these really cute trinket trays or candle holders using epoxy resin and alcohol ink. This project is pretty straightforward and really great for beginners, so I hope that you enjoy it. If you do like this video, please go ahead and give it a like. It not only helps out my channel a whole lot, but it also lets me know that I'm making content that you want to see from me. So let's just hop right into this video. And I do have a little bit of a cold, so if I sound a little stuffy or I'm a little bit lower energy than normal, I apologize. But I'm happy to be here, happy to get crafting, and let's just hop right into this video. So I wanted to show you that while I'm storing my molds, I go ahead and put them in little baggies, either the bags that they came in or Ziploc bags, and this just reduces the amount of pet hair or dust that can get in them. And then to prep my molds, I'm just going to go ahead and take a little piece of duct tape, and I'm going to use that to get off any of, like I said, dust, cat hair, or pet hair, anything like that that can be left over on my molds. And as you can see here, I'm actually flipping the mold inside out just to make sure that I can get any sort of cat hair. Is notorious for our household, but anything that's in there that I don't want in my finished piece. And I'll do the same with the other mold so that they're both ready and prepped and good to go for this project. And then when I'm not working on them, I go ahead and flip them over so like the side that any dust can get in is facing down on my work surface. The next step will be to mix my resin, and for these molds I need 100 milliliters of resin for each mold, so I'll be mixing up 200 milliliters total. And as always, I'll have all the materials that I used for this project linked down below, so if anybody is interested in trying it for themselves, all of this information will be down there for you. And when mixing resin, it's really important to make sure that you're scraping the sides and the bottom of your container. And I'll mix my resin up for about 5 minutes until it's completely clear, and then I'll go ahead and let it sit for a few minutes, and this just allows any air bubbles to come up to the surface. And you can see a lot of those little air bubbles here, and so I will just go ahead and take my heat gun on the higher setting and pop those bubbles before moving on to the next step, which will be mixing up my colors. So for this project, I'm just going to be mixing up 3 colors, and I just need a little bit of each color and more white for both. So one of these I'm going to be using black, clear, and white, and the other one I'm going to use blue, clear, and white. So I'll be reserving the majority of my resin to leave clear, mixing up a little bit of blue and a little bit of black, and about twice the amount of white as each color. I'll also be adding some of this Pearl-X pigment powder to my white. It's got a really pretty iridescent blue finish to it, and it's just going to add another sort of element to the finished pieces. Next, I'm adding some Baja Blue by Pinata Colors alcohol ink to another one of my little cups of clear resin. And I'll also be adding just 1 or 2 drops of white to brighten up that color as well. And then finally mixing up my cup of black. And then once I have all my colors thoroughly mixed together, I'll let those sit for a couple minutes as well, and then hit them with my heat gun again to pop any bubbles that have started to form in the resin. And next it's time to start pouring the resin very carefully into the molds. The opening in this mold is pretty small, so you want to make sure that you're working slowly and giving the resin some time to level out as you're going, because you don't want the resin to spill over the sides. And to be honest, if I were to make this one again, I would actually pour more black in till I could just start to see the black in the lower petals, and then I think I would go ahead and add some white before adding my clear. I like the way that this one turned out, but I've made some in the past that I just like a little bit more, and I actually have some more videos of this technique on my channel, so I will link those down below in the description as well. And then moving right along to my blue Lotus, and as you can see, I'm really folding the cup here to make a little point. It really helps to make sure that you're not pouring resin out too quickly, and it just gives you a lot more control. And here I'm really just scraping my container to make sure I get every last drop of that resin out of there to totally fill up my mold. And then just hitting these pieces one more time with my heat gun, again to pop any of those little bubbles. Alright, so I let my pieces cure overnight. They're nice and hard, fully ready to go. So let's just pop them out of their molds and see how they turned out. So here is the blue Lotus, and it turned out really pretty. I love how there's all these like cracks and patterns in the blue at the top. I really like that there's a pretty consistent layer of white on all of the petals, and we managed to get a nice clear, for the most part, bottom. Overall, I think that this piece looks really, really cute. And let's pop the black one out and see how that one turned out. And the black one is really cool as well. I like that it's pretty irregular. We've got some clear tips on our petals. It's almost like Dalmatian pattern, I would say. Really neat with a very clear bottom. And I will definitely include some shots of these in natural light so you can see them a little bit better, because we really get that cool blue sheen as well from the mica powder that we added. All right, and then the bottom lip on these guys is not too rough. So to finish them up, I'm just gonna go ahead and put some of those little rubber bumpers on the back of them so they don't scratch up any surface that they're resting on. And so our pieces are all finished up. I think they turned out really, really cute. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Let me know if you want to see me do these in a different color. Let me know your thoughts, and yeah, I hope that you like this video, and I hope that it inspires you to go ahead and make something of your own today. And if you did make it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much. It really helps out my channel. And if you would do me a favor and leave me a flower emoji in the comments just so that I know it's real. Thank you all for being here again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.